Dark pushes lower B tunnels. But they're outside of B if there's anyone there.
And Sixer's actually all the way back up in Alaska with an op, so if they try to peek Major, Sixer will be able to take him out pretty easily.
Okay, they kill the man who was being boosted.
Delta has only actually played maybe 3 different gun round setups. It doesn't really seem like they have a whole lot of material.
They've done that boost without it working like too many times in a row now.
Yeah. They got a kill with it once. Was hiding it. This plays out. Sparrow's still hiding in the site. Let's see, gets one. It gets taken out by Major. You gotta give it to Major, even though he only has 3 kills. I think all 3 kills of his were like round changing, where if he doesn't hit that shot, they could have lost the round.
How is Delta money-wise overall? I mean, they obviously got Deagles now.
I mean, they've lost 4 rounds in a row now, which means they're getting a decent chunk of cash for every loss. They'll have a good amount of money for next round, although it is a little questionable.
No, he lit that last guy up.
Buying those Deagles is still a little questionable, because even though they'll have money for next round, then the round after they lose, they don't have that much money.
The amount of times Sixer has been in this spawn with that AWP, even when his teammates are in the site.
Kind of reminds me of how HPX used to be in the old NOA team. And Sunday, at least at one point in MTW, before they started never playing Dust 2.
Certainly been effective though.
Yes, he has.
He's got so many extra kills from doing it. Yeah, they've also done the boosts on the boxes at long so many times, but it's never really had a chance to work.
Well, they haven't seen anyone there yet. eSahara going back towards B a lot. Seems to be the case now, and it looks like Sixer's gonna take a look, see if he can get a pick, but
Erdich looking double doors right at the guy who's there. He takes him out.
That was a nice shot. Could have easily gone the other way.
Terrorist back in spawn. Okay, so Ham must call that it's there. Now, Erdich has got a pretty good spot to just hold up.
Looks like eSahara's gonna save. They just did that. They smoked out long and flashed just to delay Delta into thinking they're still gonna come to make sure they can actually save their guns, which is a smart move, because they spent maybe like $500 each, but they're pretty much guaranteed them being able to save out those guns.
Still, 7 rounds to Delta's pretty good so far.
Yep, for sure.
Erdich pushes up and gets the kill with the AWP.
He's all alone there though, so this looks kind of bad.
Yeah, he gets taken straight out.
Looks like eSahara is actually grouping up to head towards long. And Delta has 3 people playing the A site right now, so that actually wouldn't be, or at least towards the A site, so that wouldn't be too bad for them. We'll see if they actually end up executing that way though. No, they won't. Left Sixer in the pit. And it looks like they're gonna go towards Cat with the rest of the team.
eSahara though has over and over just gone into sites and come back out again.
Yeah.
Or headed towards rather. Even if they kill someone as they're heading towards site, it doesn't necessarily guarantee they're even going to go in.
We'll see. Delta's playing Cat with 2 people right now. Have Ham and Dark both playing Cat. We'll see.
This is a good spot because if they run past Dark, they're almost certain to die from the guy in the box.
Yeah.
And then again, if they turn their back trying to do the flash, then they're certainly going to die.
There's so little time left that at that point, Ham should have actually just hit and waited
and Dark loses a bit of health by dropping off.
Waited for eSahara to actually run into him. Okay, that was a good play. 14 seconds should be another round for them. Irek surely just gonna try to save that AK. eSahara just keeps running in the same problem that Emulate always had, which is they play so slow, and it actually feels like for no reason a lot of the time. Like there was no reason they couldn't have executed the same thing 20 seconds earlier, where if their initial attack doesn't work, they basically don't have enough time to reset and do anything else. So they basically put all their eggs on one basket. If it fails, they're done.
They've even pulled back and gone to the other side, but then taken so long to walk all the way there that they decided to just save.
Yeah. Okay, it's the last round and a half. Delta right now looking very strong. 8 rounds as a CT. Sixer playing well once again for eSahara. Major 4 and 13. Not that great.
And I think if eSahara just goes for some of those situations they could have planted, they at least get at least 1 more round, probably 2.
Sparrow goes down in the middle, and eSahara's doing a mid to B once again.
Oh, but they're gonna flank the guy, Destrum. Yep, nothing he can do.
It's full blind. And that's gonna be around for eSahara.
Irek wreaking havoc.
And that's 8-7, first half score in favor of Delta after a strong CT side. And you gotta say that was a little surprising for them to actually lead after CT side, no?
Yeah, it looked like eSahara just like were like totally underestimating for the first 5 rounds, doing stuff that would have worked against the noobs they were playing before.
So you think they underestimated eSahara a lot? I mean Delta a lot?
Not necessarily in the sense that they didn't think they were any good or anything. It's just that they did things that they wouldn't do against a good team, you know.
Okay. I think that sounds fair. The pistol round is actually going to decide a lot, because we've said before, good opping makes a huge difference on just 2 CT side. We saw Erdich get at least, I want to say, 3 entry frags with an op, put him up 5v4 early on in the round in the first half, and Sixer definitely can do the same and even more. And it'll actually be interesting to see if Irek might also op, or Diodal, since he was opping in their nuke game, even though that was against a weak team, but still. See if they might pull out the double ops, but that basically means they would have to either risk it on the 4th round and be broke even after a save round after that, or they would have to win pistols and just stack up on money. And on that note, if Delta actually loses the pistol, I would say considering how many rounds they got, they should definitely buy the next round and just try to take the momentum back for 2 reasons. First of all, Sixer is gonna op for sure, we know that, and there's a good chance another person will op as well. So later on in the half, the rounds are gonna be harder to get, plus the second round, at least one person on eSahara is very likely to only have a USP. And we're live here.
I also noticed on the last half, there was times when eSahara killed someone in one site or towards one site and tried to get too cute, and then when they went to the other site, none of the Delta guys rotated anyway.
Okay, and pistol rounds underway. Delta attacking the B site, down at 2 versus 2. 1 versus 2 now. Destrum against Major and Diodal. He's gonna be able to pick up the bomb here. We'll see if he actually goes back or keeps headed towards the B site. Nope. It's taken out.
So you think they should buy right now?
I think so, yes.
It's so funny that so many of the teams that, I mean, they haven't done it so far, but so many teams that will buy deagles on so many saves won't do like a risky situation there where it might actually go in their favor.
Yeah, and Sixer only has a USP, like I said he would. So, could have actually... Just, if they bought, they would have actually only had to play against 4 guns. And now, even if they buy this round, which I hope for their sake, they insta-bot. That was a terrible call. Sixer is gonna have an op now. Actually, never mind. I think he must have bought armor last round and just spent too much money on nades, because I saw he at least had flashes and he didn't get kills. So it turns out he doesn't have money for an op after all. eSahara doing a very risky 4 people in B. 1 lower, 2 upper, and 1 spamming in B, while Delta just walks up cat. And Major is gonna be the only person playing the A side right now. And they just get free entry into the site. And right now, if I'm eSahara, I call save.
And Delta haven't even really had to use any nades, etc. so far.
Well, to be fair, they don't really have any either. But if I'm eSahara and bomb gets planted when I have 4 people in B tunnels, I don't even try to go there. I just call a save already. Actually, I would go for exits, but I would call a save for sure.
Well, that's what they didn't do. But Diadon needs to hurry up if he's going to win this round. I think they're going to get it. Well, I say that and then he just misses completely.
Well, no, not enough time left on a bomb, so... That's round for Delta.
And every gun dies for eSahara.
Yep. Now, had they saved and just posted up for, like, doubled up on exits, and maybe gotten even 2 guns out, this could have actually been a fairly easy round for them to win. eSahara still forcing a buy, buying everything they can. Everybody on Delta died, so Delta doesn't actually have a whole lot of money. And they got no kills on that eco, so it's actually a solid call. It's a pretty even money situation on the teams right now, which obviously always favors the T's since their equipment is cheaper if you compare the prices of Galil and FAMAS and AK and Colt. Plus not having to buy the fuse kits. Sixer only has a deagle actually. Looks like Delta's gonna be hit it towards B, which spells trouble for them, because Sixer is playing mid doors, and they have 2 people playing by B.
And Hearts has just come in the door as well, and he's pushing up closer towards the tunnel. But he gets taken out immediately.
Irex hiding in plat battle, Dark with 2 big entries. Huge for his team.
Big kill with the deagle there.
And Major killed someone crossing B doors all the way from A. That was actually a huge shot for this round.
Destrom's gonna peek door. Now 1v2. Misses.
Wow.
Was that a 4k or 5k?
4 kill.
Ah yeah, because Sixer got the deagle headshot.
That was very badly played. After plant by Delta, and whoever was the first guy who initially died, peeking that little crack between the doors to CT spawn, did a horrible job that round.
Full rush B.
Yep.
And they actually managed to only lose 1 man.
And they...
Unfortunately, they can't get the guns that they just killed.
Sixer
There's
just jumps in all alone. And Destrom wins a 1 versus 2. So...
It's a shame it lagged there, actually. I wanted to see that.
Yeah, well, I saw Major had 4 health, and Hearts had 57, so...